Hey, and we're live. So it's Tuesday. My name's Karen Roberts. I'm a holistic transformation coach. Basically, I help people find their mojo when they've lost it, whether that's to help with their business, online business, whether that's to help with, I don't know, their fitness level, energy, sleeping patterns, whatever the goal is, I help them get back on track. So I use a unique holistic approach to it. We focus on the mental, the physical, and the spiritual. And so these lives I do, they're only 5-minute lives, Monday through Thursday. Monday and Wednesday are business, Tuesdays and Thursdays are either nutrition, exercise, mindset, or vibration. So today, nutrition. Can I fast if I'm in ketosis? That I would say is the only time you should fast. So what is ketosis? It's the state that you're in if you either follow a keto diet, so low carb or high fat. And that's because there are two fuel sources that either come from sugar that gets stored as glycogen in your muscles or your liver, or fat. Those are your two fuel sources, right? Proteins are your building blocks, right? Your amino acids, different thing. Yes, a little bit of energy, but your energy sources, your fuel, sugar or fat. Okay. Now, you're not going to get into ketosis if you're having too much sugar. So either from the diet or from fast, obviously fasting, you're not eating anything, right? But the problem is with a lot of people, I know that intermittent fasting is a thing and people think that they're getting all this health benefit from, I don't know, fasting for 14 hours or 16 hours. Maybe not so much. It's a good start. But the real value from fasting will come when you've done at least 19 hours without food, because that's when autophagy is triggered, which is the body's recycling system. Now, for most people, even the thought of going that long, would be terrible. Plus, they would probably keel over. They wouldn't have any energy. They'd be lethargic. They'd feel a bit sick. It really wouldn't be a good state to be in because they would be used to using sugar as a fuel. So, if ketosis is a state you get into when you've done a long fast or you followed a low carb, high fat diet for at least 4 to 6 weeks, is how long it takes to get you what we call fat adapted or metabolically flexible, which means that your body can use sugar when it's there and then switch to fat and then back and forth, right? That means you're metabolically flexible. Most people aren't, they're addicted to sugar. And when I'm talking about sugar, I mean bread, pasta, rice, oh my goodness. On top of biscuits, cakes, bread, cereal, all of that, right? It's all sugar, even fruit and vegetables break down into sugar. Sugar, 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 sugar. The body either stores glucose in the muscles or stores fructose in the liver. So you're never going to get into ketosis if there's too much of that in your body. So when you follow a low carb, high fat diet and use up all your glycogen, the body is forced into ketosis. That is when you do want to fast. When you're adapted to burning fat, that's a perfect time to fast. And the reason behind that is because once you've done this for a while and you're used to doing it, whether you've been doing intermittent fasting regularly and you've got your body used to it, or you've been following a keto diet for 4 to 6 weeks, your liver, even without you putting one mouthful of food into your mouth, your liver can produce potentially up to 700 calories worth of energy in the form of ketones from your fat stores. So that means, isn't that what we want when you want to lose weight? If we're overweight, it's not from the muscle, right? If we're overweight, we've got too much fat stored on us. Fat is fuel. We are designed to eat, store the fat, and then when there's no food, use the fat as energy. But we are so addicted to eating in the Western world. People are eating every couple of hours, just constantly grazing. Your body gets into that state where it can use the fat as a fuel, right? This is why we've got to go back to the way we used to eat, because we never used to have a high carb diet. This is new in the last 100 years, right? Everything you buy from the shop pretty much comes out of a packet, right? That means it's been manufactured and processed. It's not natural. Our whole species have survived however many depending on who you talk to, whether it's thousands of years, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of years, however long the human beings have been on this planet, so our ancestors, because we wouldn't be here without them if they died off, would they? They survived on a high-fat, low-carb diet until about 100 years ago, when we started putting so much sugar in things and creating things and manufacturing and over-processing things, which means all the goodness has been taken out of it, and all these preservatives and chemicals have been added to it, and we've added pesticides into the mix, and the food is a mess. I would say that's the only cause of disease these days is food, overeating. So, okay, I'm getting off subject. Ketosis and fasting go hand in hand because they work together. Obviously, the keto diet is going to be higher in fats to give you the energy that you're not getting from the sugar. So you will actually feel more satisfied. We've been told for the last God knows how many years that fat is bad, fat is bad. So everybody's on a low fat diet, but actually fat is the best fuel source. Okay. But fasting, you're going to get far superior health benefits from, right? So adding fasting to your regime is not only going to help you lose weight because your liver is going to be using up your fat stores, but it also is going to, the health benefits are massive. When you go at least 19 hours without any food, your body's own recycling system goes to work. Just thinking about it. If your body is not focusing on you constantly digesting food, it has a break. All your cells are sitting around doing nothing. They're getting bored. Should we go and do the housework? Add a little bit tidy up because the rest of the house is a mess. And that's what happens. So for long-term health, fasting is the way. However, my caveat for that is do not fast until you've got used to burning fat as a fuel. So my recommendation is 4 to 6 weeks following a keto diet before you add some more extended fast. Even if you're doing 16-8 or 18-6, that's fine. But when I'm talking about doing extended fast, I'm talking about doing 24 hours, 36 hours, 72 hours. Between 36 and 72 hours, you're going to see the best health benefits. That's when autophagy just like goes up like 400%. That's when your body starts healing itself. Interesting, right? If you want to know more, get in touch.